Good evening and welcome to the Thai PBS World. Anti-government protester has vowed to step up their activities in response to Constitutional Court ruling in decision to acquit Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha. The Constitutional Court acquitted Prime Minister Prayut of charges of conflict of interest and breaches of ethics over his stay in an army house despite his retirement from the military. The protesters reacted angrily to the ruling during their rally at Rat Phao intersection last night. The rally continued until past midnight, during which protest leaders took turns on the stage to denounce the ruling and reiterate their demand for Prayut to resign. They also doubled down on their demand for a reform of the monarchy. Political observers told Thai PBS World that the verdict in favor of Prayut increases the likelihood of him staying in the power at least until his term ends. The court yesterday ruled that his occupancy of the residence inside the headquarters of the 1st Infantry Battalion of the Royal Guards on Vipavadi Rangsit Road did not constitute breaches of ethics standard or a conflict of interest as alleged by the opposition Pheu Thai party. Prayut was provided the housing when he became army chief, but continued to reside there after he retired from the military and became prime minister following the coup in 2014. In its ruling, the court said his occupancy was allowed under an army regulation adopted in 2005 to reward former army chiefs for their services to the country. The regulation also provides for free utility to the occupants. The court's decision did not come as a surprise to most observers. Thitiphol Phakdiwanit, Dean of Political Science at Ubon Ratchathani University, was disheartened but not surprised by the ruling. He believes it could mean Prayut will stay on as premier until his term ends in 2023. That's because he has the full support of state mechanisms, the army parliament, as well as coalition parties, he said. The ruling could trigger anger among the protesters as they distrust the interpretation of the law and believe it favors the establishment, he added. Yutthaporn Isarachai, a political scientist from Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University, said the court's ruling will also have protesters questioning the legitimacy of independent agencies and asking whether the Constitutional Court applied double standards.